Hello and welcome to Hank Games Without Hank. My name is John Green. I'm the manager of the AFC Wimbledon Wimbly Womblys. You can see us right there. That's not me. That's Ronald Koeman, I believe, who at the time was the manager of Everton. Our opponents of today. As you can see, they're in 10th. The team we just tied, Middlesbrough, is better than I thought they were. They were in 8th, so this should be a relatively easier game, although time will tell. I don't know why they're focusing so much on Ronald Koeman. I guess that they went to all that work to make his face in the game, so they want to show him. But Mr. Managerinho is beautiful. Here's our starting lineup. Hodor in goal. Gummy, Carlos Cuesta, Saenz, and Meadsy. Then we got Oreo Baskets playing in the central defensive midfielder role. We got Ua and Vinny Thrill out wide. We got Anoma in the central attacking midfielder role. We're playing a diamond. That's what it's called. It's called a 4-4-2 diamond. It's extremely powerful. And we've got John Green and John Green up front. As long as those two guys don't get injured, I think we have a legitimate chance to win the Premier League. And it's going to be magical. Today I want to talk about my favorite football memories, the best days of my football-loving life. I've been a soccer fan since I was a soccer player until I was in high school, and since then I have been a soccer fan. I quit playing when I graduated from... I quit playing at the end of middle school because I was terrible. And at some point, being really bad at football becomes just, so unfun that you don't want to do it anymore. And for me, that was at the end of middle school. But I was a huge fan of my high school soccer team at Indian Springs. We didn't have a mascot. We didn't have a name like the Chargers or the Wimbly Womblys or whatever. We were just, get in there. Oh, that was good. We were just Indian Springs, and we were pretty good. Several of my friends were on the soccer team, and they were great fun to watch, and we made it to the playoffs a couple of times. It was very exciting. I don't think we ever won state while I was a student there, but we did go on to win the state championship later. I mean, the Alabama High School State Championship is pretty prestigious, as you can imagine. I will say, though, that my wife was an Indian Springs soccer. Jeez Louise, Everton on a tear there. There's that guy. He did a nice job, but it didn't work out for him. My wife was on the Indian Springs soccer team, which was also very good. The women's soccer team was also very good, and it's one of the only memories I have of Sarah from when we both went to high school, because we did not know each other in high school, even though we went to the same school. And and it's one of my only memories of her. But she was a very good defender, and still is. When we play pickup games, she is still an extremely competent defender and extremely hard to dribble past. She played against a couple of people who went on to become members of the U.S. Women's National Team, who were students at Briarwood Christian School, and were known for being the most aggressive and terrifying opponent in all of Southeastern football. So I have some good memories of watching soccer in high school and college, especially when the Olympics came to Atlanta in 1996, and when the World Cup came to America in 1994. Those were the first soccer matches I saw that were real big teams in real life. But my first great soccer memory is from the day of my engagement party in May of, I think, 2005, which is when it was during my engagement party that I watched the first half of the game. Liverpool. I'm a Liverpool fan. I know that I sponsor AFC Wimbledon. It's a little bit confusing, but I am a Liverpool fan who sponsors AFC Wimbledon. I like AFC Wimbledon a lot, and I root for them. And honestly, even when they played Liverpool once, and I even kind of rooted for them then. So maybe I'm an AFC Wimbledon fan, but I've been a Liverpool fan for my entire adult life. And in 2005, they were in the Champions League final. I watched the first half of the game before my engagement party, and we were down 3-0. So I didn't watch the second half of the game until I got a text message from a friend saying that I needed to turn the game on, and so I got to see extra time, and I got to see the shootout when Liverpool came from 3-0 down to tie the game 3-3 and then win it on penalties. It was one of the most wonderful. The only thing that was not perfect about it was that I didn't have anyone to share it with. You know how like when something amazing happens, but like nobody is into the thing that you're into, so like you tell them about it and they're like, "Oh, that's great. Like that must be very exciting for you." But they're not into it. So like and to try to get them into it involves so much backstory, right? Like I got to tell people like how Liverpool hasn't won the league in 30 years, and I got to tell people how back then it was only 15 years, and I got to tell people how Liverpool have this wonderful history in European Cup competitions and blah da 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 da. And then by the time you're done explaining it, like all the magic is gone. And so that was the only thing that wasn't like totally perfect for me personally about Liverpool winning the Champions League in 2005. Now, I don't mean to complain. Oh my God, I've scored a goal. I'm a genius. Dance for me, John Green Bennett. His arm just went through the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper has been cut in two by John Green's arms. I've got to figure out a second celebration, by the way, because that one is really hideous. But it's a nice goal. I mean, it's a great take from John Green, a wonderful turn, and then right into the bottom corner. Really, really fluid, open, attacking football. This is what we want to play, especially when we're at home. We're up 1-0. I'm not proud of the celebration, but again, my arm went through a human being. It's such a good mustache. All right. That's a great, that is a really positive turn of events. If we can score a second goal, I will start to feel confident that we can really beat Everton. So the next really, really special day in my footballing life was in, I don't remember what year it was. I'll make that change. I like George Frankenstein. I guess it was Meredith. When did we go to Wembley? 2016? It was in 2016 when AFC Wimbledon were promoted up from League 2 to League 1. It was just so incredibly exciting. And that time was the opposite because I was surrounded by people who did totally get it and did know why it was a big deal. And I was at England's National Stadium seeing this team that, has just in terms of the way that the team organizes itself, the way everything about Wimbledon is so inspiring to me and reflects the values that I want to have in my life, valuing community over commerce, valuing connection and, over what is maybe easy or what is expected of you. Like, those are the things that I feel like Wimbledon's story of being owned by their fans, of having to, restart in the Combined Counties League and finding a way to do that by sticking together. I think those are the values that, that brought me to love the club in the first place. And I got to kind of experience that in such a magical way that day. And I was with my dad and with Meredith and with Rosianna and with my friend Stuart, and it was just awesome. Our friend Emily went to the game. It was just so, and then also with thousands and thousands of Wimbledon fans. It was just such a special night. Please make the save. Hodor. It went through his legs. It went that little boy looks like a child. He looks like he's 12, and he just scored against me. All right, let's take a look at what we can do here. I'm going to go 3 up top. I'm going to change the formation, and I'm going to go 3 up top. That's what I've decided to do. I know lots of you will be mad, and that's okay. That's your choice. I'm going to go 4-3-3 false 9. And I'm going to have, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have I'm going to do that. Because I'm going to have a little bit of tracking back, hopefully, to get possession, because I don't have any good players outside of my front three. So I think that's the best way. Well, I said that, and then the moment I said it, I lost possession using that exact formation. So obviously it's not going that well. Oy, oy, oy. All right, pass it to your husband. No, you've got to be able to get that ball away quickly. This is the thing that this Wimbledon side is not. It is not super fast on the break. There. Oh, but wait, as I say that, John Green. Oh, my God. Oh, no, it's a disaster. John Green with the breakaway. Probably shot too soon out of nervousness. All right, we've got to believe in ourselves here, though. We've got to be able to say, like, this actually is not that discouraging. Okay. The moment I said that, I'm completely discouraged. We're here in the 73rd minute. So what I've learned is that a big part of what makes football magical to me is the community of it, and being in community with people who share an interest and a passion with me, even though the interest and the passion is kind of dumb. Like, I do understand that, that it's dumb. Like, even though it's like ultimately meaningless, but like so are most things that we're heavily invested in, and the meaning is the meaning that we give them, not the meaning that they like have inherently. I mean, there are some things that have inherent meaning, but there are lots that don't. It's John Green. Oh my God, he scored a goal. Yes. What is this one? Is he playing the flute? I don't know. Oh, it's 2-1, and it's just come out that John Green is an amazing flute player. So we've had two discoveries. I just absolutely mashed buttons in excitement. This is big. Suddenly 4-3-3. That might be the way forward, because we've had 2 1-on-1s. We have figured out. We might have like cracked a code and found the system that's going to work for us. And it would involve the starting of Dicko, which makes me happy because I am a huge fan of his. So we'll see. This could be something. It's happening again, potentially. John Green, he's very strong. You don't want to mess with him. To your husband, tap it in. Yes. Oh my God, it's 3-1. This formation is no. That's not what we wanted at all. This formation is a massive discovery. This is huge. I've had essentially every single time I hit the Y button, I'm alone on goal, and we're winning 3-1. It was looking so hopeless, and now it's looking so hopeful. So the final day that I want to talk about was this May, or last May, when Liverpool won the Champions League again, their 6th European Championship, and it was amazing because I was in New York, and I had to be in New York for work, and I was a little frustrated about having to be in New York for work because I really wanted to watch the game with Indianapolis Liverpool fans and with my friends, and that would have been really fun. But it turned out to be amazing to watch the game. It turned out to be amazing to watch the game with Liverpool fans in New York City, precisely because I didn't know them, but we still had an awesome time together. Are you kidding? I mean, thankfully we're winning the game, but I just want to state for the record I just want to relive this moment. So it was a very good pass, turn, shoot. Come on, both posts. Hit both posts. It does happen in football, but it doesn't happen that much. It was the last kick of the game. We won the game. We've discovered a formation that works for us. It's incredibly exciting. Seeing Liverpool win their 6th Champions League title felt really good. There's only one thing that could eclipse it, and we'll see if that ever happens. It would be pretty magical to see Liverpool win the league, but who am I to complain? Life is full of magic. We just won a football game 3-1, and we've got a floppy-haired mustachioed genius. Thank you for watching. Best wishes.